here's a brief agenda for today. First, for those of you who might not be super familiar with Opportunity Explorer, I'll provide a very quick, brief introduction of the tool. And then we'll get into the three brand new features that we introduced this year. The AI-powered niche insights that helps you do market research much faster and efficient. The identify market demand that bring you directly start from the customer demands that are unsaturated. And finally, acting on those market demand with our actionable insight on the product development plan. Let's dig in. All right. Product Opportunity Explorer, it's an analytical tool that strives to provide you rich, accurate, and actionable data and insight to guide your new product launch. The tool was first available in 2021, and it helps sellers like you to understand customer search and purchasing behavior in worldwide Amazon stores so that you can better assess those customer demand and identify opportunities for you to launch new innovative product to meet those customer needs. One of the core components, or the way we organize those customer need data and insight in Opportunity Explorer, is called niche. I know this word might sound a little bit alien to some of you, but don't overthink of it. This is just a concept that groups the customer search terms and the products that they click into or purchase on the Amazon store. So by providing this concept of niche, this tool actually allows you to explore the fine granular customer needs. So it's not the broad stroke of a large product category, but it really helps you to dive into the customer needs at a fine granular. And then you can make better, faster, data-driven decision in your product creation journey. We hear from you that you tell us you need historical data for the metrics and data to show the trends and seasonality of particular niche. Because when you research those particular niche, determining whether to enter in that niche with your new product or finding the best timing to enter a niche with your new product, or even planning for your inventory, knowing the seasonality and the past customer demand trends is very important. We absolutely hear you. That's why we introduced this new revamped insights and trends experience in Product Opportunity Explorer. Now, you will have 2-year history for all the top niche insights that you've been and use over the years that include search volume, average selling price of products in the niche, number of product count in the niche, and so on and so forth. But what's more is that now we combine the insight and the trends together. So you can also view the other 15 additional insight metrics with 2-year history of trends. What that means is you can also look at top product and brand click share. So that gives you a good insight of over the time how the competition landscape changed in that niche or that fine granular customer need section. And then you could better find niches that are calling for innovations and calling for new products. Also, we hear from you that you need data and insight to cover the emergent stores. So this year, we are very happy to announce that in addition to the 7 established stores that Opportunity Explorer is already covering and providing insight, we are now available in 11 additional stores, including those top asked emerging stores like Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Australia, a bunch more in Middle East and Europe, and also a few more in Asia. Whether you are established brand looking to expand into new countries, or you are a nimble brand that are looking to start by satisfying very specific local customer need, we believe the insight of customer behaviors and what they are looking for in those emerging stores will be critical to your next new product launch. All right. While you might already be very excited with these two new features, the expanded insight and trends feature and also expanded insight in emergent stores, I'm going to invite my colleague Paris to introduce an even more exciting new feature, the Gen AI-powered niche insights.
Thank you, Jen. Through our seller interactions, one theme kept on coming again and again. Sellers really appreciated all the data that Amazon was sharing with them to help you grow and accelerate your business. However, many of you have told us that you are still finding it very difficult to convert these data points into actionable insights that you can use to launch new products. You must be wondering, with all this new data that we just announced that Opportunity Explorer will have, how much more time is it going to take for you to convert those insights into real products that you can sell? This is the exact gap that we have been focusing on for the last year. We sat down with our engineers and scientists to figure out and ask a simple but a very important question. How can we simplify the process for sellers so that we can level the playing field for sellers who don't have the resources or the time, and level the playing field with respect to the leading brands to launch their new products? We decided to use generative AI as a technology to solve this problem for you. Generative AI technology, as you must have seen, has the capability to analyze vast amount of unstructured data and distill the insights that really matter for your business. It can really identify what is it that will matter to your seller profile and then tailor the insights just for you so that you can act upon that and convert those to real products. We are using generative AI in three key pillars. First is insight extraction. We are using generative AI to help you reverse engineer what is it that the customers are looking for. It can read between the lines and find hidden patterns and unmet demand. So the result is not just raw data, but is actually insights that you can act upon. Second, we are using Gen AI to do an in-depth research for you. Gen AI can be used to connect disparate data sources such as customer reviews, search terms, product listings, and then draw the insights from them. Think of it as an always-on analyst that is working on your behalf all day long, 24/7. Third, we are using Gen AI to tailor the insights just for you. We are analyzing your profile, your product catalog, your portfolio to understand what are the insights that will matter to you, and we are converting the insights into your next best action. As you might have seen earlier in the year, we started the rollout of new Gen AI-powered insights reports. These insights are generated after summarizing all the data points across the niche and providing you a clear and concise report so that you can simply read and develop your product development plan for a given niche. Let's look at the first section of the report, which is niche overview. Now, niche overview is designed as an executive summary for you. It is designed to give you a quick overview of whether this niche is right for you or not. It starts with the overall picture, the market size. Then it drills down into trends, key patterns that you should be looking for. Next, it looks at the specific nuances that are relevant to a given niche. For example, what are the seasonal patterns that this niche displays? Who are the key players? How are they positioned? What are the key success factors in a given niche? What are the top features that customers are liking in a given niche? Next, we not only do that, but we actually convert all these insights and distill them into an actionable recommendation that you can use readily. So after reading the niche overview, you will likely go from a question of how big is this niche to how can I win in this category. Next, let's look at the top product features section of this report. Here we have synthesized hundreds of products, bestseller products, and distilled the top features from these products so that you can use that list as a checklist. Build these features into your products and then add that differentiation on top of that so that you can stand out from the competition. We are also looking at various different formats and size variations that are being sold within a niche. For example, what are the size variations? What are the bundling combinations? How are the products variated? This should help you identify places that you can differentiate and stand out from the competition. Together, we believe that this section of the report will give you a clear roadmap on what kind of products will succeed in a niche and how can you develop one of those. The next section gets into the customer reviews. This is one area where Gen AI really excels. We are able to use Gen AI to read between the lines and understand latent customer needs that you might have missed otherwise. On the positive side, it highlights key features that customers like and love, key features that are delighting them. And on the negative side, it is able to highlight the pain points that customers still face. This is the best thing that Gen AI can do for you because these can actually give you ideas on what you can innovate on and what are those fundamental pain points that you can solve so that you can meet and delight the customers even further. So this is not just raw reviews data, but this is actually a balanced report of analysis of the customer reviews that you can instantly use and develop the next generation of your products. Next, let's look at the customer demographic section of the report. In the customer demographic section, what we have done is we have looked at all the products that are being sold and how they are positioned, and we have used generative AI to infer what kind of customer demographics will these products appeal to. We are looking at the primary demographics, what psychographic factors they have, what are their needs and wants, and then we are also looking at secondary demographics that you might have missed. These insights are particularly useful while you are crafting your detail pages, your listings, even the imagery for the product that you want to choose. Now let's look at how the workflow for new product development will look like with the new generative AI-based niche insights. Previously, you were overwhelmed with data, simply looking at charts, tables, and there was data everywhere. You often could not connect with the tool to the degree that we wanted you to connect with the tool. As a result, most of the new product development was reliant on gut feel or expert intuition. And it took months to develop new product lines and launch it to the customers. But with Gen AI-powered insights, we believe that this workflow can be reduced from months or weeks to minutes, if not hours. Then the key thing that we want to focus on is that it's not just about time savings. This extra time that you save from using these reports can be actually invested in researching even more products or focusing on launching net new generation of your products. We conducted extensive research with the pilot sellers earlier in the year, and these were the key insights that we were gathering through our pilot research. With this tool, in probably 2 to 3 minutes, I can make an 80-20 decision on whether this niche is for me or not. Again, this insight hints to a key aspect where the time saved can actually be used to research new products that you can launch and sell to your customers. Next, we trust this tool more than the third-party tool since it's Amazon's own data. I don't need to second guess where this tool is getting its data from. This was the key pain point where sellers were trusting this tool more than they were trusting the third-party tools, because this is data that Amazon is providing them. Based on the overall pilot, we have observed that sellers are able to save 20% more time that they are able to invest in researching more products that they can launch. Now, let's move to the next section. What if, instead of looking at these reports based on the ideas that you already had, we could actually hint towards the green spaces where there is customer demand, yet it's not converting as well? Let me hand it over to Zen to talk about the next exciting launch that we have for Opportunity Explorer.
Thank you, Paris. So you've been telling us it's good that we are making the market research easier and more efficient for you, but still, it would be even greater if you could start from a clear place that there's unsaturated customer purchase intents. This is what we built this year with a brand new experience called Identify Market Demand. To build that experience, we first built a scientific model underlining that. What the model does is actually simple, but still, considering the vast amount of data, customer interaction data in Amazon stores, not that straightforward. Let me give you an example. So I was talking with Bradley from Helium 10 yesterday, and he mentioned an example on how he found a new exciting product to launch many years ago. Pretty much back then, he was selling that toy-size coffin-shaped shelf. And then he was looking at the customer search, coffin shelf, coffin shape, and then suddenly he spotted a term, coffin bookshelf, which has relatively the same search volume, but much lower conversion rate, like 0.2% something, comparing to the other keywords, which are roughly at like 4 or 5% conversion rate. So he suddenly realized that customers are not only looking for those toy-sized coffin-shaped shelf, but also looking for like real furniture-sized coffin-shaped shelves that they can put the books in, right? So that's how he applied this theory, but then do all the manual work to find that unsaturated customer need. But thinking about this, our science model is now doing all this automatically for you. What's even better is that we group the semantically similar customer needs together. So you don't need to look at coffin bookshelf, coffin-shaped bookshelf, or bookshelf with coffin shape, right? All of these are being aggregated into the same unsaturated customer demand. And then you can go directly from there. Second, our model also look for the long-tail search keywords and of Amazon product category signals to figure out what might be the top features that the customers are looking for, where they're not finding satisfying products. So still, go back to that example. Customers might be looking for walnut-colored, wooden, texture tile, certain-sized, coffin-shaped bookshelf. And that's very important for you when you're thinking about entering a market segment and launching a new product. What are the top features you need to include in that new product? Finally, we synthesize all of those, map those unsaturated customer needs back to the product categories that every one of you and our customers are familiar in the storefront. So you can directly go into those product categories and find those unsaturated customer demand. By saying that, let me introduce you this brand new experience, Identify Market Demand. Once you go into the product category, that you are most interested, we show the top opportunities for that category that you sell in. You get clear aggregated metric on search volume, impression, click, and we even provide you a directional market size estimation. So you get to know how big is the potential size of this unsaturated customer need and how big is the potential gap where you could innovate and launch new product to meet the customer ask. Below that, you have the very familiar table where you can sort and filter according to different metrics to find the long tail opportunities that might work best for you. On top of this new experience, we understand that you still need further insight to develop your new product. By saying that, I will bring back Paris to walk you through the Gen AI-powered product development guidance.
Thanks, Zen. So through the experience that Zen was talking about, unmet demand, we conducted a small pilot with the sellers. And the sellers were telling us this, that this data is great starting point. However, they needed much more inputs to accelerate their product development guidance and act upon the signals that we were providing them. This is exactly what we set out to build. We talked to them and understood what the workflow looks like, and then we tried to replicate that using agentic capabilities of Gen AI. Introducing the new AI-powered product development plan, where we are using agentic capabilities of generative AI to scan through hundreds of relevant niches to identify the features that would be relevant to this particular unmet demand. Now, in this case, I will take an example of kids' beach chair and not a coffin bookshelf. But the kids' beach chair, as you can imagine, will need you to draw upon features from the popular beach chair, other adult beach chairs, camping chair. Because it's a kids product, you will need to get inspiration from other toys that kids use. It will probably need to have some safety features as well. It will need to take inspiration from other beach products. This is the exact workflow that we are trying to replicate with this feature that we are developing. So that you just don't get a signal from us that kids beach chair is where the unmet demand is. But you are actually able to get a full-blown comprehensive product development plan that you can act upon right away. With this, I would like to hand back to Zen to summarize the presentation.
Thank you, Paris. So toward the end, give you some high-level takeaways. In addition to the revamped, enhanced 2-year history of insights and trends, as well as Opportunity Explorer available for 11 more emergent stores, we introduced 3 brand new experiences in today's session. One is our Gen AI-powered niche insights that allows to simplify your market research, save your time, allow you to study more relevant market opportunities on your own. Second, for those of you who would like to stay focused, start directly from unsaturated customer demand, create differentiated products, and then meet that customer demand to grow your business, we introduce you the Identify Market Demand experience. Finally, on top of that, we also provide you an actionable new product development plan.